Hello, and welcome back to the channel. I'm your host, Butterfly. Hopefully you guys did enjoy that little intro that I plugged in there. That is my first V2 rocket in history of Call of Duty, my first ever nuke. Kinda disappointed that it's on Vanguard for my first time, but can't complain. This game is not that bad whenever it comes to multiplayer, so there's that for you. It was with an M1 Grand, and I did camp the entire time. Kinda, sorta. I mean, I was a sniper in a way, so I was just sniping. You can't come at me for that. But anyway, though, that is not the point of this video. The point of this video is to discuss a little bit about some speculation I've been hearing on some YouTube videos that I've seen, and just in the zombies community in general, and the Call of Duty community in general, is a zombies standalone type of game coming out for 2023. Personally, I wouldn't mind this. I mean, I think it's something that zombies really needs. It's something that could do zombies a lot of justice since, we're not going to get zombies this year for MW2. Honestly, I feel like it could have a lot of potential too. I feel like they could plug in maps from like every single Call of Duty. We could have a remake of just about every single zombies map known to man from World at War all the way up until the present day. Maybe not Vanguard and maybe not, I don't know, World War II, just because those two are like Sledgehammer games, maybe like mainly focus on Treyarch games and whatnot. But either way, I feel like it could have a lot of potential, even if especially we go ahead and just make the game nothing but this day and age of mechanics. Like if we could have Cold War mechanics on something like Black Ops 2 Buried, that would probably not be that bad. I mean, I know that we have the perma perks and everything, but I feel like that could be adjusted in some ways. Maybe add a perkaholic, not a perkaholic, but like a Wonder Fizz, and we could get the PhD slider maybe, or something along those lines. And that could be a little change in there. I mean, obviously it wouldn't be perfectly remastered, but they could add some tweaks to it here and there, and it could honestly not be that bad. I feel like a lot of people would enjoy that, especially the zombies community, as honestly it's becoming kind of dry. I'm seeing nothing but really glitches to high rounds, which that's expected. High rounds is expected, but glitches is kind of like, to me, not to sound like a Debbie Downer, but that's kind of like the lowest of the low of quality content that the zombies community can put out. Like whenever you get down to the glitches, you know that it's bare bones. You know that there's like scraping the bottom of the barrel for whatever they can get. But honestly, I feel like a zombie standalone in some way, shape, or form along those lines could have a lot of potential. They could remaster all the maps, easily put that out like right off the bat, and then they could worry about other maps in later time. They could make a whole new map. They could rearrange a map, do something. I don't know, but I feel like it could genuinely have a lot of potential. But aside from that, we do have Cold War Year 2 on the line, and who knows what to expect with that. We could see something like Buried already remastered in that, just like we had Zombies Chronicles. But honestly, I feel like in some way, shape, or form, Zombies Chronicles does need a Zombies Chronicles 2 to it. But if we had a standalone, I feel like it couldn't be called Zombies Chronicles 2. I feel like it would have to be something more out there, because I feel like it could have just about everything into it. I mean, even maybe it could add the Sledgehammer ones into it, and then go ahead and add Infinite Warfare and all that other jazz. Like, Infinite Warfare Zombies wasn't that bad, especially with the fact that our Call of Duties now are kind of just dull and they're really bland in color. Like, they don't pop like that game did. That game, everybody had their own opinions and everybody always has their own opinions about every Call of Duty, but I feel like Infinite Warfare just had a bad rap right off the bat because nobody really was expecting it. It was just out of nowhere, and it was just a complete flip of the switch for everything. So I feel like if we revisited something like that, that could have quite a bit of good potential to it. But I mean, aside all that, that's really all I have to say about the zombies. But then you jump into the fact that we have MW2 coming out, and they'll need something to make that really good. They'll need something to make that pop. I feel like it'll be a solid campaign and a solid multiplayer, but if we somehow possibly don't get anything Call of Duty related next year, then they'll need something more. Maybe something like Ghosts. I know Ghosts wasn't the greatest Call of Duty to everybody's eyes, but we had things like being able to play as Predator in that one map. Maybe they could add some stuff like that back, since they did add things like the Scream and Cold War and all that for Halloween as an operator. I mean, they could get crazy with it. I mean, look at Vanguard, for example. They just added that new operator in. It looks bizarre. I don't even know what to expect every time I see it. It's just the weirdest thing I've ever seen in Call of Duty. I mean, at this point, since they're doing stuff like that, they could just absolutely go wild with it and do things like that. Add Predator, play as Michael Myers for an operator. Who knows? Maybe even since they had the elf, they could throw in Chucky as a little, like a special finishing move in some way, shape, or form. They could do stuff like that. They have the potential, and I mean, personally, I feel like they don't really utilize it to their best ability. But honestly, that's just my whole spiel. That's the dump of info and personal opinion that I have on all this. It's kind of quick the way I spit all that out, but I mean, that's just my opinion. Zombies next year could be great if we had a standalone. Cold War could also recover Vanguard and band-aid it for a little bit if we don't have a standalone zombies or anything Call of Duty related next year. But if they really need the icing on the cake, the cherry on top, they're gonna need to do something with MW2, because people will not really be all that excited to play that for probably 2 years straight, unless they keep it nice and spicy. But like I said, that's my personal opinion. Let me know your thoughts in the comments. And with all that said, like always, spread love, radiate positivity, and try to smile. See ya.